So if you are watching this, that means you found my other live. So apparently it was not set up correctly and I couldn't live stream horizontally. So we had to redo the live stream. But here we are in beautiful Celebration, Florida. And happy Labor Day. Happy Monday. It's a new week. We are here. So our goals for today's walk is to just kind of start out our week with a new goal, with a new intention in mind, something that we want to live by for the week. And I'm also going to share some stuff that I've been reading this week and listening to in podcasts. I'm going to be talking a little bit about 75 Hard because I just started that journey again. Hello, Lynette. Sorry about the confusion. I have to add this new link to the live that I started before. But like I said, talking about intentions, talking about things I've read and listened to this week. We're going to talk about 75 Hard and just kind of like my vision for the week. All right. Just drinking my espresso. You know, I'm a woman of rituals and habits, so that's what keeps me on track. So since it's a little bit later than I normally walk in the mornings, there's some more people hanging out here in Celebration. And today at my gym, they had abbreviated hours, so that's why I figured I'd start my walk a little bit later. And for those that are not early birds like me, you can kind of catch the stream at a more reasonable hour for some. So we're going to go on a little bit of a walk and check out Celebration on this beautiful morning. So as you're coming into the stream, or if you're watching on a replay, please make sure you hit that like button, especially since I had to restart the stream. It'll help the algorithm a little bit, drive people to my actual real stream, and it'll help me out too. So I appreciate any and all likes. So I guess we'll start the conversation with what I'm working on now for the next 75 days, because that is part of my weekly routine. It's going to be kind of adapted into where I see myself for the week. And I want to use this time to do some reflection on where I was last week, and hopefully that'll help you, in your growth journey as well. So I've made the decision to start 75 Hard again. For those that don't know, I completed it a couple of months ago. Actually, my last day of 75 Hard was Cinco de Mayo, so that's why I remember it. And my journey through 75 Hard was something I actually never experienced before, and it was the most eye-opening experience of my life. It's the thing that I am most proud of doing, and I talk more about that in my 75 Hard video that's on my channel as well. So if you haven't watched, definitely after the stream, give it a listen to, give it a watch, because I really dive into the things that I learned throughout the challenge. And I also did it with my friends and my cousins, so you can hear their experience as well. Splash pad is going off, which is why I didn't walk on there, because I saw it was going off before. So 75 Hard, for those that don't know, it is a mental toughness challenge, and for 75 days you have to do the following, and you cannot miss a single day, otherwise you need to start over again. So you have to take a progress picture every day, drink a gallon of water, have some sort of diet plan. It could be anything that you want, but it needs to be like a clean, healthy diet. No alcohol, no cheat meals, 2 workouts a day. One must be outdoors for 45 minutes each, and they cannot be back to back. And read 10 pages of a nonfiction self-help entrepreneurial book, something that you can learn. And it can't be a textbook. So if you're like studying for med school or something, that doesn't count. And I already did my first workout of the day at 7 a.m. And technically I can go for a walk outside for 45 minutes, and that would be my second workout. But this doesn't count because it's within a 3-hour window. So I have to do another walk later. All that to say, I'm doing this challenge again because mentally I felt my best when I was doing it. Yes, there were a lot of ups and downs because it is a hard challenge. It's not something that most people, when they start it, most people do not finish. So it is designed to kick your butt mentally. Depending on the workouts, it will kick your butt physically, but I love that you're able to kind of gear it towards whatever you need from it. So if you're somebody that is looking to get back into fitness and is not very active, you can do 2 walks a day for 75 days if you want to. And it's not going to, do that much, I guess, like physical, like it's not going to wear you down physically as much as if you were to do more intense workouts. So anyway, I'm doing it again because I just want to kind of get back mentally to where I was before. I felt more confident. I felt like I was making less excuses. I felt like I was in a better place, and I've slipped a little bit, and I want to get back on track. All right, who do we have here? Sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. We have Alyssa, we have Kelsey, we have Shelly. Good morning. So I've kind of stated boldly that I will be uploading shorts to kind of track my progress through 75 Hard. So look out for those. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure that you are, so you can kind of see what I'm going through each day. And I kind of take you along the journey with me. And I really wanted to do this also for me to kind of look back on as almost like a little virtual journal of my time doing 75 Hard. So if you want to come along for the ride, please do. Yesterday I did 2 workouts outside, and it was raining both times, and it was glorious. There's something about pushing through those difficult times to me that builds character. So if you're someone that is even remotely interested in, exploring 75 Hard, watch the video that I posted a while ago. And I mean, a lot of people try and make excuses, and they're like, oh, I'm going to do 75 soft, or I'm going to do 75 hard, but I'm going to change this or that, the other thing. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. But for me, I'm sticking to how it was designed because I know I'm going to get those results after, those promised results. So if you want to try a challenge for yourself, if 75 Hard is too much for you and you would just like to ease into the idea of a challenge and ease into the idea of a lot of structure and routine, you can design something for yourself. And what I find will keep you on track is having an accountability buddy or group, because the first time around when I did 75 Hard, I had such supportive friends and family around me that it made it so much easier for me to get through those tough times. And I had a group chat with my friends, and my cousin was in there as well. And we were all doing it together, and we were all feeling the same things at the same time in our journey. So it was so helpful to kind of be the same page as somebody else and understand what that other person is going through. So if you're looking to, change yourself, transform yourself, I mean, there's a lot of options for you. I love 75 Hard, but you can create and design a program that's going to work for you. And if you need help and you want to focus on a specific area, but you're not sure how to do it or need someone to hold you accountable, like reach out to me, because I would love to help you create something that's going to work for you, but will also kind of push the boundaries of your comfort zone, because no change is going to happen unless you do that. You got to push those boundaries, because the best transformation and the best things happen when you push the boundaries of your comfort zone. So if you're somebody that wants to do something, you're looking for a change, you're looking for something to get you jump started, there's an area of your life where you want to make a breakthrough, you want to make a transformation, you're not happy with a certain aspect of your life, you're not living up to your expectations of yourself, please, I'm here. This is why I wanted to extend myself and create these live streams and create these videos every day, is to really help people. I'm a teacher, so I love helping my students. I love mentoring my students, but I wanted to kind of extend and expand into adults as well, because I feel like I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of knowledge just because I read a lot. I have gone through a lot of different programs, so I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I just want to help people the best that I can. So if you're looking for someone, send me a message, send me a comment, reach out to me, become a Patreon, because then you have more access to me that way as well. You'll get bonus videos, you'll get, depending on the level, you'll get one-on-one private coaching with me. You can get some group coaching. There's so many options there if you're looking to really commit to making a change. But if financially you're not ready to be a Patreon, that's okay too. I'm still here as a resource for you. So please let me know what you need. I just love helping people. So that was a little bit of a tangent. I'm going to take a sip of my espresso and see what's going on in the comments. Hey, we got some people here. It's very exciting. Kelsey's done traveling. She doesn't know what to do with herself. Hey, Mark. Morning. Hi, Peter. Peter's looking for breakfast. Thank you, Peter. So yeah, here we are in beautiful celebration. It's Labor Day. Just finished my first workout of the day. Wanted to kind of spend the morning with you guys, talk about the week ahead. And I want you to take a minute as well. Like, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here with me, to go for a little walk, to start your day out on the right foot, literally and figuratively. And kind of take this time for you to reflect on your week last week. What went well? What are some things that maybe you want to change moving forward? What are some obstacles that you had to overcome? And what are you proud of? I think that we don't do enough time reflecting. It doesn't mean dwell on the past, but reflect and really consider, the things that went well. What should you be celebrating, and what things do you need to maybe work on in the future? That's what I like doing every Monday, especially when I go on my walks, because there's usually less people because I do it much earlier in the morning, but just take some time for you and enjoy the view, you know what I mean? Lynette says, you have encouraged me to get off my behind. Had a setback with COVID, but I'm planning to get back to work. Love it, Lynette. Yes. I just feel like if we're not working on making improvements to ourselves, like we're not focusing on our growth, then you're just gonna kind of stay the same, and every day is gonna seem similar to the day prior. And then what are we doing? How are we living? There's no growth there. For my whole life, Like when I was younger, I always wanted to be a teacher. And that was like my main goal. Like, yes, I'm just aspiring to be a teacher. I had a little classroom in my basement in New York. I used to force my brother to be my student. And whenever he had a friend come over, I'd like force his friends to be my students. Looking back now, like that was very, very manipulative. I would just like force them to do it, and there was no other way. They just had to do it, that. But I was doing all the things that you should do when you have a goal that you want to achieve, is you're embodying that being. I was pretending to be a teacher because I wanted it so bad. So I was focusing on that. So I realized, like, looking back now, that was so important, even though like I wasn't the nicest to my brother when I was doing that. But I mean, as adults, we can look at things a little bit differently. Like if your goal is to get a new car, like put pictures of whatever car that you want around your house, put it on your lock screen, go to the dealership and sit in that car. Doesn't mean you're going to buy it right then and there, but you need to envision yourself with the thing or being the way that you want to be, right? So if you don't have a clear vision, you're not going to get there. You're not going to achieve that goal. So I think I was doing that at a young age without even realizing it. But now that I am a teacher, what's next for me? I feel like I hit this mental block for a while where I was like, okay, I achieved the one thing that I've always wanted to do. Now what? Now I'm looking for other things that are going to bring me happiness and fulfillment. So you're never too young or too old to start something new or to have another dream that you want to work towards. Because if you're not working towards something, what are you doing? Hey, Bevan. She says, been considering doing 75 hard again. Definitely know that none of my friends will do it with me. They are super supportive, but the challenge is not for them. Worried about the timing though. Well, I will tell you, timing is never ideal, ever. I know that my first month of 75 hard is going to be a struggle because I have a lot going on this month. There's going to be some traveling. I have a conference for work, and I'm just going to push through. You know, it's all about planning. And if anything, 75 hard will teach you, it's figuring out how to organize your time, creating that and building the time management skill. But if it's something you really want to do, you're going to get it done. So timing is never, ever going to be ideal with anything in life, 75 hard or otherwise. So if it's something you want to do, you got to just jump right in. You never know until you try. And if you need support with that, definitely reach out to me because I can be your accountability buddy. I'll check in with you, see how you're doing. And believe me, when you come out the other side, you're going to be a different person. And it doesn't mean that your friends necessarily have to do that challenge with you, but maybe your friends would consider, coming for a walk with you as your second workout. They don't necessarily have to do 75 hard, but they can support you in some areas. And I will say that challenge will also kind of reveal to you who your true friends are. All right. Love that they have these garbage pails around because gotta throw that out. Okay. I love walking through here. It's like a dead end to nowhere, but it's just fun. I was listening to a podcast yesterday on my second workout of the day as I was walking. And I don't know if you know Ed Milet. He has a great podcast on personal development and things like that, personal growth. And he had a guest on, forget the guest's name, but they were talking about the things that you focus on a daily basis. And it's important to kind of tap into your questions that you ask yourself every single day. So what are those 3 questions you ask yourself? Mark, he's in your playlist. Yeah. Oh my God. I have to remember the name of the episode. I probably link it in the comments once I'm finished with the live stream. I'll link it for you. But it was a great episode, and talking about those questions, those 3 questions that you ask yourself every day, and you might not even know that you're doing it, but it's the voices in your head that you hear. It's like your conscience, or, you know, something that you have on repeat in your head. And he was saying, he gave the example of how can I get people to like me, as one of like the repeating questions that some people might ask themselves. And we know that people that ask that type of question are usually people pleasers, right? But those questions that you ask yourself every day kind of shape your mindset, and they shape your, you know, your emotions, and they shape your behaviors. So it's important to kind of tap into your thinking. What are you focusing on a daily basis? What are those thoughts that are going on in your mind? Because that is driving your behavior. So if it's something that needs to change, you know, look at those questions that you're asking yourself every day on repeat. Sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it because you're so accustomed to that, and it's become part of your habits, you know, in your mind. So taking a closer look at that will really help you to kind of shape your growth moving forward, and just shifting those questions to something more productive. Hi, Shelby. Welcome. Ooh, that sun is getting stronger, folks. It's getting a little warm out here in Central Florida. So nice. Lynette says it's only in the 60s there. Wow. I don't know. Is your summer over? What's going on up there, Lynette? I feel like the last time we chatted too, you said it was a little bit cooler than it's been. We're beginning of September, but still summer. I don't know. But yeah, going back to 75 Hard a little bit, I'm going to be posting some shorts throughout my journey. Like I said, it's going to kind of be like a little virtual diary for me, but I think it'll be helpful to anyone that's trying to kind of get jump started on a new challenge themselves, or trying to make a change in their own life. I just want it to be motivating and encouraging to people doing 75 Hard or not. Oh, there's his friend. So just make sure you're subscribed and you're looking out for those shorts. I'm not going to say that there's a set time every day that I'm going to post them, because I would like to post them the same day. So I'm thinking probably later in the day. And then I'm also going to be making some bonus videos that I'm going to share with my Patreons. So if you're not a Patreon, definitely consider checking that out at patreon.com/learningwithlaw. So they're going to get some bonus videos there to see my journey. Yesterday was quite amusing because it rained a lot. So I made a video. I'm editing it right now for my Patreon, so that'll be posted in the next couple of days for them. And you could see my struggles that I had on day one of 75 hard. Oh, there's a little turtle. Where, I don't know if you could see. There he is. Little turtle. Get easily distracted on my walks a little bit. When I see any type of wildlife, I just get very excited. So don't mind me here. Hey, Disney guy. Sugar Ray tonight at Epcot. Yes. Peter, Adventures by Carney, will be there streaming tonight. We're not sure what time, but definitely check that out. We got some Sugar Ray. Lynette says the leaves are falling already. That's crazy. That is wild. Shelby, I'm not sure what's going on with that yet, but I'm sure Pete will post that in the Discord as well. Yep. Peter will be live tonight. I'm not sure if I will be there for that. I have to see. Depends if I get all my stuff done today. Also, I have to wake up very early tomorrow. So. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you haven't already, hit that like button, please do. Whether you're watching live or on a replay, I appreciate all of your support. Peter, we will see if I will be there. Hey, Captain Kirk. It was so great hanging with you the other day with you and Lady Kirk. So much fun. Ah, less people over here now. Yeah, so during my morning walks that I post live every Monday, usually they're a little bit earlier, around 6 a.m. after my first workout of the day. We talk about setting intentions for the week and reflecting on everything that's happened in your past week and kind of focusing on where you want to go this week. So my word of the week last week was connection, and I really wanted to focus on making connections with people that either I haven't spoken to in a long time or new people, just having that personal connection and really being present with people and communicating openly. I think I did a good job with that. When I was going on my walks last week before I started officially 75 hard, I would make some phone calls to some people that I haven't spoken to in a while and just kind of was productive in a way of like getting in that active recovery walk, but also making connections with people that I haven't spoken to in quite some time. So that was really nice for me, and I want to, keep focusing on that. Maybe when I do my second workouts, when I go on my walks, I'll make phone calls to some friends and family that I haven't spoken to in a while. And that kind of fills my cup a little bit. So I think I did well with that. And moving forward for this week, being that it's going to be my first full week of 75 hard, I think my word for the week is going to be focus, because I am going to need to focus on scheduling my time with 75 hard and be intentional and focused on when I'm completing certain tasks. I also need to be focused at work because since I'm off today, I still have the same amount of tasks to do, and now I have to do them in 4 days instead of 5. So I need to just like focus on different areas of my workday, but also focus on 75 hard. So I think that'll be my word for this week, is focus and making sure I'm dedicating my time to one task at a time. My favorite alligator's not here. That's sad. He's normally here. Oh, Peter said, ask the Kirks about aggravation. I guess you guys play a game. Oh, Lynette, healthy food tips. Okay, so yes, healthy food tips. For me, I love to, not that I love to, but what works for me is counting my macros, right? And that might not be for everyone, but it's more of awareness of, we look at 3 different areas. I don't necessarily count calories, but it's more protein, carbs, and fats. And it'll be different for everyone, but most women, I'm not going to say men because men get a little bit more in this area, you want to stay between 45 to 55 grams of fat per day, and that'll keep you in a healthy range. So for me, that's what I'm really focusing, not going over. For me, it's going to be not going over 50 grams of fat. So I'm being more aware of the types of food that I'm putting in my body. If I know I'm going to be going to Epcot or a park and there's not as many healthy options, I plan ahead and I'll bring snacks with me. They're, just something to throw in my bag, a piece of fruit, or like a healthier protein bar, just so I have something that I can snack on. And I always bring my water with me, obviously. But some things that I look out for on my packaging, if I'm not buying like whole foods, is the seed oils. So anything with sunflower oil, I try to avoid at all costs, because those sunflower oils, even if it's organic, or they say it's organic, can cause inflammation in the body. So I try and stay away from anything that has sunflower oil in it. I like things that have minimal ingredients or clean ingredients. If you can't pronounce the name of the ingredient, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body. I like to make sure I always have a protein at every single meal. And with 75 hard, I am weighing out everything that I put in my body. And that might not be for everyone. But for me, it kind of helps me stay on track. Even making sure that you're meal prepping. I told Pete the other day, it's so funny because normally I will buy the carrots where you have to peel them and cut them and prepare them. But I was like, you know what? I'm working from home, but I need something that's quick and easy. So I got the little organic carrot, like little baby pieces. I don't even know what you call them. And I just left them in my fridge. And I didn't even open the bag all week. And it seems so silly. But what I actually need to do is open the bag and divide them out into smaller bags so that I can literally open the fridge and grab it, because it's so much easier to do that than like spending my time opening the new bag and pulling out the amount of carrots that I need. It's like the dumbest thing that it requires more effort for me to do that. But if I'm planning out my snacks and planning out my meals and making it easy for me to just literally grab it out of the fridge, I'm more likely to eat healthier. And it seems so silly, but the carrots sat there for a week. I didn't even open them because I wasn't intentional about dividing them up in the beginning of the week, putting them in separate bags, and then just grabbing it when I need it. And I was reaching for things that weren't as healthy. So I think, Lynette, just being more intentional with the things that you're buying in the store and then planning it out to make it easy for you when you're hungry is the best way to go. Because it's so easy to just be like, all right, Uber Eats, right? Because it comes right to your door and you just shovel it in your mouth. But if you're planning it out the night before, the week before, a couple days before, and you're making it easy for you to reach for those healthy snacks when you're hungry, you're just going to easily grab them instead of something that's not so healthy. And that is my tip for you. But I will post, especially for my Patreons, and Lynette is a Patreon, so thank you. I'm going to be posting some videos along my 75 hard journey of things that I'm eating, and if I go out somewhere to eat, I'll talk about the menu and things that I'm ordering off of there, because you still want to be able to live your life, right? And you still want to be able to go out to eat, you still want to be able to socialize with friends, but it's making those healthy choices, avoiding the alcohol, avoiding the temptation of getting like fries, which are my weakness, and knowing what choices to make when you're looking at a menu is super important. So I will be posting those videos soon. Yeah, sunflower oil, I mean, it sounds so nice, right? Like, oh, a sunflower, like that can't be bad, but it's one of those seed oils that you should try and avoid. I listen to Dr. Hyman's posts. I follow him on Instagram and I listen to his podcast occasionally. He posts a lot about the seed oils and things that you should be eating and things that you should not be eating, and he talks a lot about that. So if you're interested in his diet that he follows is way more restrictive than mine, but I do like to take some information away from what he's talking about and kind of apply it to what works for me. But yeah, that's Dr. Hyman. I know it's a weird name, but he is extremely knowledgeable, and I love listening to his stuff. Captain Kirk, very beautiful park. How many miles is the hike around the pond? Honestly, I don't know, because there's so many trails. There have been previous streams where I've gone kind of back there, and it takes you out into the neighborhood, and then throughout Celebration, there's little paths all throughout that are like this. So I'm not even sure how many miles. Actually, there's a map over here I can kind of show you, but all throughout Celebration, there's little paths like this that you can kind of walk or run through. It's nice in the shade, actually. It's not too humid today. So many people are out walking. That's why I love Celebration. Like, at this time of day, too, so many people are out, so many dogs. It's just a nice little community. Morning. And then they have these bikes over here that you can, like, rent, too. But this is the map that they have, Captain. All right, so they have this 7-mile bike ride. $20 for regular bikes, $30 for bikes with trailers, and you kind of go through here. But I'm pretty sure, like, there's different paths that you can take that are maybe not on here, but this is just showing you the bike path that they have, which is kind of cool. Yeah. I like, there's also an Artisan Park. There's a little area that I run through sometimes there, but it's not technically on this map. Yeah, so Kelsey, I like that. Kelsey says what she finds helpful for her, since she's always on the go, is meal prepping everything I want for the week on Sunday. Otherwise, I won't eat, or I'll just snack throughout the day. Exactly. It's more about being intentional about your week. So if you're somebody that's looking to eat a little bit healthier and make those healthy choices throughout the week, it's better to just think about it on Sunday and plan it out, and have those meals prepared and ready to go. Because like I said, if it's easy, you're going to do it. If it's something that you have to put a lot of thought into in the moment, especially when you're hungry, you're going to reach for those unhealthier snacks and meals. And no gators over here either. Maybe they come out a little bit earlier. The last stream, we had a big gator that was over here. Womp womp. Yeah, Captain, you definitely have to visit. I love Celebration. Before we moved down here, Pete and I would come to Celebration. We'd go to the Celebration Town Tavern. I was like, oh, this is fun. I feel like a local. And now that's where I go on, Friday nights sometimes too. So it's just a cute little spot. It's so close to Disney, but you feel like you're away from like the hustle and bustle. But as soon as you like step out onto 192, obviously it changes a little bit, but it's nice to be in this little Celebration bubble. Yeah, Lynette. So Lynette's saying Bill buys lots of junk food. So yeah, I mean, maybe make sure that you go food shopping with him or have him hide, the junk food somewhere else. Make it something that's out of your line of vision, something that's hard to get. Lynette, you're on the shorter side like me, so maybe have Bill put it in a cabinet that's higher up so that you have to work to actually get there. Just some little tricks, because I've read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he says, in order to make a habit or break a habit, right, it just depends on what you're trying to do. But if you're trying to build habits, you want to make it easy for yourself and attractive. So if it's something that's in your line of vision, if it's pre-planned out, we have those portions, you just open the fridge and grab what you need, that's easy, right? So you're going to build that habit. But if you're trying to break a habit, then you want to make it more challenging to get to, or, more difficult to reach. Oh, good, Lynette. He eats it. Oh my goodness gracious. These cute dogs. Maybe we'll go on those rocking chairs, because it looks like a lot of the people left. So again, what I want you to do is kind of reflect on your week, what things went well, what things kind of didn't, or what things do you need to improve moving forward. And then think of a word or a phrase that will help you kind of get through the week or push through when a challenge arises. So like for me, like I said, my word this week is going to be focus, because I am going to have a lot going on, but when I am working on one task, I really need to be present and focus on that one task, because I have also read that if you're trying to multitask, you are not going to be as efficient doing whatever those things are. You need to focus on one thing at a time, and you'll actually get that done faster than attempting to multitask. I need to get in the shade. It's just hot. Yeah, Lynette, potato chips is your downfall. I know. I understand. I like the salty, savory as well. But what you can do, which is something that I do, let's get a little FaceTime. Hi. Something I do, because I love eating popcorn, and it's not to say that popcorn is unhealthy, especially the popcorn I buy. Doesn't have any of those seed oils in it. It's called Lesser Evil popcorn, and I get it at Publix. I love it. It's a little bit more expensive, but I know that it's a healthier option, and it's something, my guilty pleasure is like popcorn or French fries. So for me, I always ration out my popcorn. I have it pre-measured, so I know in one sitting what I'm allowed to eat, because I could eat the entire bag in one sitting, and that is not good. So Lynette, if you're somebody that's like, I love my chips, I love my potato chips, maybe just ration out the amount that you want to have, or you're allowing yourself to have for that day. That can be helpful. Also, if you're somebody that's just like looking for a crunch, if you're the type of person that like needs that crunch, Cucumbers are great. So you don't have to always run for those potato chips, but I know the struggle because I do enjoy a potato chip as well. So making sure that you're kind of taking what you need out of the bag, measuring it out, and only allowing yourself to have that little bit, great. But if you're somebody that's like all or nothing, you can't do that. It's like you're gonna go back to that bag. Maybe don't buy the potato chips, but you gotta do what works for you. Do what works for you. Oh my God, the breeze is so nice. So, yeah, anytime, Lynette. If I get some more tips, I will share them with you, absolutely. I think really the biggest thing is making sure you're spending time planning. I think that's the biggest thing, because I think people get overwhelmed either when they go to the grocery store or they like now have all these healthy food options and they're like, right now, what do I do with this? I think it's more being intentional and planning out the meals and knowing what you're going to have on each day. It makes it a little bit easier. And I know it's not as spontaneous and fun, but maybe if you want to do like a turkey chili one day and like some grilled chicken the next day, you have two options so you can kind of switch it up so you're not bored with the meals. You can do that as well. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, we don't want to eat that whole bag. It happens. It definitely happens. But rationing it out and like just clipping the bag shut, putting it away, you know you're just getting your little guilty pleasure in there, but you're not overdoing it. So what I invite, oh, I didn't see the first part, or buy the bags of chips you get on flights. Yeah, so the ones that are like portioned out. But I feel like those, it's more expensive to buy like the snack size bags. You're paying so much more because they're like individual within the thing. Sometimes it's just more economical to buy the big bag and just ration it out yourself. But yes, I understand that line of thinking. But yeah, I invite you to think about your intentions for the week. What do you want to achieve this week? Maybe if you have a busy week, what word will help you to kind of focus on that and help you to push through those obstacles? Maybe you're looking forward to like some fun things that are happening throughout your week. Okay, how do you want to show up for those fun things? And think about a word or a couple of words that will help you get through the week. I think so far on our streams we've shared quite a few. So for me, I think intention, I had positivity, I had organization, and now I had connection, and now this week is going to be focus. So think about what word you'd like to carry through your week, and then after the stream, if you could leave a comment down below telling me your word, that would be awesome, because I love to hear them. Mark says, I agree with you on that. It's just on the willpower side. It's easier to just go. I'm allowed one bag as opposed to if I'm reaching my hand into a big bag, I'm probably not going to stop. I know, Mark, I get it. But here's the thing, if you're meal prepping on Sunday, right, and you're putting your hand into that bag to create little bags, just think of it as like, I'm not eating this right now. This is for my meal prepping throughout the week. So you might be in the zone of like, I'm just meal prepping. I'm just setting that time aside now. It doesn't mean you're necessarily going to eat your ration of it in that moment. So I don't know. Maybe that's just a reframe way of looking at it. I got all the tips, all the tricks. Aw, thank you, Shelly. Shelly says, I always go away from your streams feeling ready to tackle my week. Thank you for doing these, Lauren. Of course. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy, the little scenery. I'm going to try and change it up. I know I've been in Celebration a lot. It is just hard with my work schedule because right after my stream, I go home and I start work. Today, I got some other stuff I need to do, being that it's Labor Day and it's a little bit later in the day, but I do want to do a stream on Disney property. So I'm going to think about next week, seeing what I can do. And then maybe I'll do some live streams when I'm doing my 45-minute walks as well, so I can change the scenery up there, and try and be as motivating and inspiring there as well. Thank you, Lynette. Appreciate ya. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout. I'm going to be posting some more shorts about my journey of 75 Hard. If you have questions about 75 Hard, please reach out. If you're doing a challenge of your own and need someone to hold you accountable, or just need like some encouraging words, reach out to me as well. I'm here. I love helping people. And also just let me know what type of support you need, because I can give you that tough love, or I can be that compassionate teddy bear. So let me know what you're looking for. And like I said, if you're a Patreon, take advantage, because you have some perks that come with your levels, right? So you can get that one-on-one coaching, you can get that group coaching, whatever you need. You get those bonus videos, absolutely. And like I said, I'm going to be putting out some bonus videos throughout my 75 Hard journey, so you can kind of see the behind the scenes of 75 Hard. So you'll get that as well. Management services. This is lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. But yeah, let's finish up our walk. I appreciate you all being here and taking the time out for you, reflecting on the week, getting some positivity in, and now you're ready to tackle the week. It's Monday, but you've got this. Got the whole week ahead to crush your goals and to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. So again, I invite you to think of what your word is for the week. And like I said, after the stream, leave a comment down below. Tell me your words. Captain Kirk, thank you, Lauren. Great stream. So much great information. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate that. Thanks for joining me. Oh, we have a little puppy sighting. I'm here for all the dogs. Oh my goodness. Cute. All right. Sorry, I get distracted by animals. All right, so thank you guys for hanging out with me this morning. Happy Monday. I hope you all, oh, we have a little music in the background. Hope you all have a great week. Like I said, comment below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you're watching on a replay, hit that like button. And I'm gonna see you next Monday. Don't know the location yet, but it will be around 6:10, 6:15-ish. So I will see you then. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye, guys.